that relationship. What relationship are we talking about? We're talking about the relationship his wife openly talks about all the time.
Here we go now. This is Dr. Hood, H19D. If you didn't know, hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications. We got Kevin Samuels on the menu today, and we're about to cook this up. Reaction, Dr. Hood, fair use. You know what it is.
Again, we have been visited with more of the Smith family shenanigans than I care. Here it is again. Will Smith recently said about Tupac,
It's too much.
I hated that I wasn't what he was in the world. I suffered raging jealousy. I wanted Jada to look at me like that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. You know, as a man, you got to be focused on other shit. And obviously, Will, he did focus on other shit. And he focused on his other shit so much to the fact that he had time to worry about little ass shit like that, man. You can't control who your woman had a crush on way back in the gap. You know, don't even try it. You know, you'll drive yourself up a wall, bro.
Let that sink in. Because Will Smith was sitting there laughing like everybody else was.
Right.
But what ends up happening? He has get the likes up, people. We need 3,000 more likes or I'm shutting the chat room off only down to members. Come on.
He said he's shutting that shit down. Man, it's amazing how these dudes are able to monetize and capitalize on this YouTube shit, man. It's crazy.
I'm leaving it to subscribers, but get the likes up. You have 60 seconds to hit the like button or the chat goes to members only. Why is this important? Because I need you to understand something about narcissism, gaslighting, triangulation, and a lot of deep-seated stuff. That's why I always talk about we need therapy so much in our community, because this stuff doesn't get talked about. You think about it. You can become one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, squeaky clean image. Women love you around the world, and this is what's going on in your house.
Right. You're just getting mollywopped by your boo thing. Like, what's really wrong with this picture? You know? And I wanted to hear Kevin Samuels just to see what he had to say. I knew I would agree. I definitely knew that I would agree with some of it. You dig?
Your wife is in love with a dead man. Oh, we all heard about August Alsina. You've also heard the rumor about Will Smith walking in on Jada and Mark Anthony. That's alleged, apparently. I don't know if this...
Wow. You know what I'm saying? See, Jada, and I heard she was the one that wanted the open relationship, you know. So, fellas, you know, if you're not going to stand for something, I mean, you're going to fall for everything. So, stand on something, man. Have some fucking values and stand on something. That's the only way people will respect you in this world, you know, and that's not toxic masculinity. Just because, you know, you're telling men to stand on something.
It's been confirmed yet, but it's still, the rumor's still out there. But at the end of the day, no one sits around and says Will Smith is running that relationship or he's a happy man. And if you think it just extends just between him and his wife, oh, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. One of the few outs when you are a man and you get with a woman, and we're going to talk about how narcissistic tendencies can impact another person. If you deal with someone with narcissistic tendencies,
everybody's narcissistic, you know, like, I ain't gonna lie. The last 2 years, I've heard that word more than anything, you know. And, you know, Everything's real trendy on the internet. Let's just keep it like that.
They make you feel like you're crazy. I've been in this position before. I know people who've been in this position before. And that's why I could see what was going on. And I'm like, uh-oh, narcissistic tendencies. Because narcissists have a way of crafting reality. And their victims, the person they're involved with, can believe it so much that you feel like you deserve it.
There was some cold motherfuckers, man. Hey, that's how Will's feeling right now. You know, he's feeling like he deserves this treatment. He feels that nothing he does is enough, you know. He said he went all the way out on, you know, for Jada's 40th birthday. He said he planned this shit for 3 years. You know, he planned this shit for 3 years. You know, got singers and, you know, motherfuckers like, I don't know if Jamie Foxx was there, but, you know, like motherfuckers like Jamie Foxx and shit, you know, like coming to your shit, you know. And she said it was, you know, a display of his ego, or, you know, a terrible display of his ego or something. You know, like nothing's never enough. Like even he slapped this dude. And nothing's never enough. And you motherfuckers telling me that I talk too much. Fuck y'all. This is Dr. Hood. Hit the fucking like button. Sit your ass down and learn something.
So much to where you feel like that you got to continue to prove yourself over and over, and he can never be Tupac. Well, Kevin, you're over-exaggerating this Tupac thing.
Tupac could never be Will Smith. Like, that's what we were thinking. We never thought about this simp shit. Like, Will didn't even have to come out and say that. Like, oh, I was so jealous of Tupac or whatever. Well, you know, Tupac was probably jealous of you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had it going on. You're doing your thing. You're the Fresh Prince. You know, everybody my age saw you, you know, grew up to you. You know, that was the coolest shit ever. DJ Jazzy Jeff, you know, to me, that was the coolest shit ever growing up. You know, it was even cooler than Tupac. It was.
Oh, really? Uh-huh. Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so me and my mommy can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Willow.
Ridiculous. Just straight ridiculous, you know. Who coached this? You know. What conversations did Jada have with Willow to give her the audacity to write a letter like this? And is this real? Because this could be fake. You know, this could be fake as hell. And that would still be funny as hell. But I mean, just because you put yourself in that situation to be laughed at. But I don't know. This shit might be fake, man. Like, come on.
What? Willow. Tupac got killed in what, 95, 96? Willow never met Tupac. Why is this little girl writing a letter to Tupac? Why is Will Smith's daughter writing a letter to Tupac?
And that's why I think it's fake. Because he said Tupac, I think he died in 95, 96. You know, Willow couldn't have been born, I want to say, to about 98 or something. You know what I'm saying? 2000 maybe. I'm not sure.
What is being said in that house to get this little girl not writing Santa Claus, Not writing the Easter Bunny, writing Tupac.
Tupac.
Can you come back so me and my mama and we can be happy? Tupac? Fam.
Hey man, I'm telling you, you give kids too much too young, it spoils them, to the fact where she doesn't have anything else to do with herself. And just, it's kind of, some people just can't live with themselves. So they got to do all kind of weird shit.
Do y'all understand why Will is... I said it last night. Hold on. I said it last night. The other night. Hold on. I said it the other day. We're tired of being pressed with the Smith family mess. And I said it on Monday. I hope it comes out that he was drunk on drugs or something, because then you could kind of see how you could excuse it.
Yeah.
But I said more than anything, what does he need to do? He needs therapy. And that's what you heard today, Will.
Nah, he needs to get rid of, you just can't have cancer in the body and then just massage the shit out. He needs to dig up this plant, Jada, his little chia pet, and get rid of her ass. Throw her ass. Throw her ass to the wolves, man. Because that's what she wants. It's unfortunate that in every day and age, even before my time, you're gonna get women that they love being thrown to the wolves. They don't care. They don't mind. That's where they'd rather be. And a good home is considered toxic to them. If they're in a, Tupac type of relationship with blunts in your mouth, having sex with a blunt in your mouth and shit, and she loves that. They love that. Trust me, I know. I know what type of lifestyle that women like and are attracted to. And then when you try to be the good guy, they're always gonna, they're not gonna dig it as much. They still love you. If you're in a relationship, you're trying to do the right thing. They'll accept you for being that good guy, but they would never date another good guy like you. Trust me. They want a bad guy. That's what they want.
Will Smith is going to seek therapy now to deal with unresolved issues from his childhood. Well, where did these come from? Oh, we are going there.
Execute Order 66.
Where did these issues come from, y'all? Uh-oh, I'm going there. Oh, can't question Big Mama.
Oh, shit.
Can't question Big Mama. Can't.
Dang, he's pulling them out.
Question Lil Mama. Oh, well, wait a minute. He said he felt powerless on watching his mom and dad, such and so forth. Look, I'm not going to touch that part of it. Because what I'm going to say is far too many kids, especially when you're a boy, you feel like when your dad ain't around, you're supposed to be everything to a woman. And this is what I see with Will.
Right.
He's trying to be everything to a woman who didn't ever really want him.
Right.
So, is he a victim? Somewhat.
Is it his fault?
In this case, if you're dealing with a narcissist, which it's not a...
Hey, man, it can be a mental draining thing. This is a bad situation. And if it's something that you don't want to be in, I believe, but he doesn't want her just to go ham. Jada, I think she's the type, and she doesn't care, She doesn't give a fuck You know, it was the movies and shit that made us think like she was like this big queen diva type of chick, royalty. You know, I used to look at the Smiths, you know, like royalty. And but a part of royalty is having a queen. You know, that's why, you know, some dudes would, unfortunately, with the woman that you pick, you'll never be the of royalty because you won't have the proper queen. Okay, that matters. You know, dating, dating and vetting and relationships. It's a skill. It's a skill that you have. And if you're getting bad women or women that ain't shit, that means you're bad at it. You know. If you go out and hunt for a job and you can't never get a job, that means you're bad at hunting for jobs. Okay, that's what it is. So it's an individual. Like you said, it's not about the individual accolades. In this situation, it is because you got to be good and you got to know. And Will, there was plenty other women that Will knew that he should have dealt with or stayed with, or you know what I'm saying? And he chose this. He chose the toxic relationship. Hit the like button, y'all.
Diagnosis. I'm just saying their tendencies. Look up some of the things that narcissists have. This grandiosity. They believe they're special. And one of the most troubling things about narcissists is when they're involved with somebody with a relationship, they target people that allow them narcissistic supply. They keep them fed.
This shit's deep.
And you notice when somebody's dealing with a narcissist because they keep giving up. There are no boundaries with a narcissist. To the point to where you can be a guy like Will Smith, and end up
slapping
being
a guy
in an open marriage and trying to act like you're okay with it.
Right. Right. Everybody, they had an agreement. Man, come on, man. You know, she know damn well she didn't pull that card because he could have stayed where the fuck he was at. That's what I'm saying. And they gonna switch up on your ass. Once you put the ring on that finger, walk down that aisle, sign those papers and shit, you know, they gonna switch up on your motherfucking ass. It's either gonna be for the good or for the bad. Okay? And so he didn't want that. You know, let's be clear about this, y'all. He accepted it what a simp would do. You know. That's why Will Smith is a simp. Okay? It's because of his actions. It's not because of him. He's still a good guy, in my opinion. You know? He's still one of the greatest actors of all times. You know, he still deserved, you know, his Oscar. Right? He deserved more Oscars, in my opinion.
To the point to where your woman can be on Red Table Talk talking about Will's talking. He can say something about the transgression or whatever. She said, I don't see it as a transgression at all. I see it as a good experience. I'm like,
right. It's not a trade. You know, like what are we doing? What are we doing? And it's mostly women that I see doing this. And when a man does it, it's you know, you're acting like a female because only a female would do this. This is what females would do. And we're all surprised because it's Will Smith and we're thinking that nobody would do this to him. You know, but this is in the hood. This is no different than in the hood what females do. They talk about guys, they're performing in the bed. You know, that's what they do. Rather, they're telling their friends, they're getting on Facebook, airing motherfuckers out, dirty laundry out. Oh, he ain't shit. Baby's daddy ain't shit. Then they have another baby with him. Okay? So we're just surprised. Let's be honest, because it's Will Smith. And we're thinking like, well, how the fuck could she, like, bite the hand that feeds you? And yeah, Jada got money, but nowhere near as much money, and nowhere her lifestyle. She'll blow her money up in a couple years if she lived the lifestyle that she lives right now off of Will Smith. She'll blow her little kibbles up in a couple years. I'm gonna get some I gotta get, so I can Google this shit. I want to Google her fucking net worth and shit, but I don't want to fuck up my stream and shit. Anyway, man, this is Dr. Hood, man. We're gonna do a part 2 because y'all don't be liking my shit. You guys don't be subscribing anyway, so I'm gonna bust this in half. You guys can get to part 2. Peace.